Hey friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and hopefully sell them for a profit.
And I am Alex, her husband, spouse, friend.
Helper?
Helper?
Yep.
Yep.
So today I'm shipping out 10 days worth of items. These are from last Thursday to today, which is the June, I don't know what day it is. June 28th through June 28th. Today's actually the 29th, but June 28th. So that's 10 days worth of items. My gross sales amount is $312 and my profit was $163.90. So I was going to show you that. That's not what you want to see. You want to see the item. This is a pair of Marion sandals. These are actually called the Whisper Slides, and they have a decent sell-through rate, 32%. The average, I wrap them up separately. The average sale price is $25.85. Now, I was gone for 10 days. So I had my store on vacation mode for 10 days. I do accept sales when it's on vacation mode. I'm gonna adjust my camera here. Sorry. Very, very high tech around here. Okay, so I put my store on vacation mode. I did put a 30% off sale as well. And so I had these listed for $25 and they sold for $17.46. With shipping, the buyer paid $25.54. They sold very fast, probably because the sell-through rate was decent and they were priced under the average sale price. So they sold in about 8 days, probably a little less than that. I bought them at a garage sale just around the corner from my house, actually, for $3. And so that makes my profit $11.62. And Alex is gonna do that.
Yep.
All right, this is Airy, and this is like a little halter swim top thing. It has a little crochet detail, high neck. It's padded. It's really cute. Airy, I was buying Airy about 2 years ago because it would sell pretty quickly, but not for a lot of money. And now it's stopped selling quickly. So I think that there's probably some things that you could buy that would be good. An Airy swim top has an average sale price of $10.32 with a whopping 3% sell-through rate. Now, one of the things for me is I don't find things with high sell-through rates a lot just in my area. Not never, but not a lot. I do have one thing today that has a crazy high sell-through rate, but still took 3 months to sell, 2 or 3 months, sorry. Mine sold for $10.47, you're good. They paid $15.99 with shipping. It took 16 months to sell. I only spent $1 on it at the bins, the Goodwill outlet where you pay by the pound. A lot of these items today came from the bins, which is great. Low cost of goods. And my average, my profit on this was $7.26. I did have a little, it's hot out here in the garage. I'm just fanning myself. I did have a little interaction with the buyer of this top, and they were a little irritated that I hadn't shipped it right away, and they were like, it says 2 days. And I was like, it does say 2 days shipping, but it also says I'm on vacation until the 30th. I have it still on actually right now. So I'm actually gonna get it out to that person a little early, which is great, I think. So anyway, this is a linen button-up. Actually, this is 100% linen. I thought it was linen blend. The brand is Studio Works. This I actually bought for myself, probably at a thrift store. It does have like a roll tab sleeve. So if you see a random button in the middle of the sleeve, it rolls up and has this little, if you don't know, you probably know. I'll show you anyway. This little tab on it, and so you can roll it up and then it'll help your sleeve stay rolled up. I did not realize that was 100% linen. That's nice. So Studio Works, I actually looked up linen blend because I thought that was a linen blend button up. The average sale price is $12.63 with a 5% sell-through rate. This was my own item. I bought probably at a thrift store for a few dollars. Can we try? There we go. And then, do you know how to do it sideways? Yeah. There you go. Cool.
Learn from the best.
Yeah, you know. This took 13 months to sell. Mine sold pretty low. I had already had it on a, on the what's the word? The sale. And then somebody offered me $8.25. I looked it up, realized it was mine, realized I'd had it for a really long time, and went ahead and accepted the offer. They paid $8.25 with shipping. It was $14.46. I had zero cost of goods. I did pay something for it, but I buy all my clothes secondhand, so probably only $2 or $3. And then my profit is $6.94. I will often list my own clothes for, you know, even if it's like Studio Works, which is like a nothing brand, 100% linen, I probably still would have bought that. Right now, I'm only buying 100% linen items, not linen blend, unless it's like in a brand that I am already familiar and comfortable with, like J. Jill or something like that. These are a pair of Bermuda shorts, which are really long, and these are seersucker. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it has like a texture to this. These are like a very preppy kind of style. This is the brand Theory, which is really quite expensive, but doesn't have great resale value in my experience. However, these do have a 50% sell-through rate. So sell-through rate is determined by the amount of items listed divided, or I'm sorry, I always say that wrong. It's determined by the amount of items sold divided by the amount of items sold and listed. So for these Theory seersucker Bermuda shorts, they have a 50% sell-through rate, but mine are listed, or mine were sold, and there's another pair listed. So, you know, that's not a lot. You can, oh yeah. The average sale price is $13.22 because mine are the only ones that sold, and they sold for $13.22. The other ones that are listed for like $65, which is crazy. My experience with Theory is that it doesn't actually sell for a lot of money resale. With shipping, they paid $18.79. These took 21 months to sell. They did come from my stepmom, so they were free to me. My profit is $11 and I think it said 43 cents. Yeah, I've had them for a very long time. 21 months. These actually, I think got returned to me. I think I sold them another time. All right, this is a Patagonia dress. The very low sell-through rate. So it's just this like athletic style dress. It has a kind of fun, abstract, almost watercolory look print to it. Very strappy up here on the top. There's like double straps that crisscross in the back. There's a built-in bra. If this was in my size, I would be all about this dress. Wouldn't I?
You would.
I would love that. It's perfect for today. We are actually gonna go hiking today in this heat, believe it or not.
We love hiking. We
do love hiking. So this is actually called the Garden City dress, and it has an average sale price of $8 and 11% sell-through rate. That's really low. Not all Patagonia is exciting and worth a lot of money. $8 average sale price. I had mine listed for $30 and mine sold for $24, which is 20% off of $30 on Poshmark. So this is a Poshmark sale.
Got it.
It took 10 months to sell, which is not surprising considering the very low sell-through rate. I did spend $7 on this dress because it was Patagonia and I didn't look up the exact style. I just got excited about finding Patagonia. I found it at a Goodwill in a city about an hour away from me, and my profit is $12.20. Now I will tell you, I always look up comps on eBay, and this sold on Poshmark. Sometimes the comps are different on the different platforms. I can kind of guess to why that is, but I don't exactly know the reason why that is. This was my only Poshmark sale. I had no Depop sales, and that was because I put both of those on vacation mode, and you cannot accept offers or any sales when those are on vacation mode. So this sold, I took it off vacation, I think, on Friday, and then it sold. So. All right, this is a dress I bought just based on style. Ooh, Layla's trying to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Can you let her in? Do you mind? Yeah. So this is a dress I bought just based on style. It's just like a little sundress, midi length. It's tiered. So it has kind of panels here on the bottom, and then it's smocked on the back, and it has a floral print. So I used cottage core, but the brand is Dip, which is not, I'm trying to remember where Dip is found. I don't remember off the top of my head. So it did have a good sell-through rate. The average sell price was $18.99 for just Dip midi dress, tiered smocked. And this was also plus size, so that was just another consideration that I had when I bought it. The average sale price is $18.99 with a 40% sell-through rate. Mine sold for $19.97. With shipping, they paid $27.04. I've had it for 10 months. I paid 50 cents for it at my favorite thrift store, where the cost of goods are very low, obviously. And my profit is $16.34. I don't think you should need one that big. It should fit in there. You good?
Yeah. It is hot out.
It's very hot out here. I know. Should we get a fan out here?
I think with what we got left, I think we just keep going.
It's been a heat wave like everywhere that I
Look.
and see. Are you getting the heat where you are? Oh,
Maybe
boy.
your question for the day could be, what is your favorite season?
What's your favorite season? Mine is not summer.
Or what's your favorite temperature?
Oh. Is that like, what's your favorite date? April 26th. What's the perfect date? April 26th. That's this one. You just need a light jacket.
That's right.
What is that from? Miss Congeniality?
Which one is that?
I don't know.
It's one of the
those.
classics.
All right. Anyway.
You should know that, though.
I know you should know that.
I should know that. Now it's gonna bug me.
I know. How about what's your favorite movie?
Oh man.
Okay, you gotta come up with your favorite by the end of the video.
What genre are we going? Because that's how I do mine.
Well, what's your favorite genre?
We need to keep going.
Or we're gonna sweat to death. Somebody bought a sweater.
It's 100 degrees out.
100 degrees out. Somebody bought a sweater. I'm happy for them.
The person who bought this is a viewer. You're preparing for fall, not for today.
Not today. Apartment 9, which is not a brand I would normally wear, but this is merino wool, or I would wear it, but I wouldn't buy it to resell. But this is 100% merino wool, and I found it at the bins. So, yeah, not a great sell-through rate. The average sale price was $13.54 with a 4% sell-through rate, and mine sold for $13.97.
Is the sell-through rate, is that with the merino wool, or is that more the brand?
I looked up Apartment 9 merino wool sweater, and there were two sold. One was like $12 and one was mine for $13.97. So I know.
Just thinking, like, merino wool feels like seems like it would have a high interest.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I've sold like a merino wool base layer that sold for like a lot of money really fast. This I've had for 10 months, which is not surprising. With shipping, they paid $20.77. I bought it at the bins. When I go to the bins, generally my average cost of goods is $2, and my profit is $9.69 for a sweater in June.
I'm just saying, if this is
July.
This is a viewer, maybe they're getting ready to. They're preparing for fall.
Preparing for fall.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
it is wise, honestly.
I mean, there's some.
Why
people,
not get something? Because, you know, in October, the the average sale price is probably higher than $13, even on an apartment 9 merino sweater. So why not take the opportunity when the sale prices are lower?
Yeah.
And get ready for October.
I'm not ready for October.
I'm not either, but I would be ready for the weather of October.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like awesome. This is a midi dress. It is 100%, or not dress. Jeez, the heat's getting too. It's warpy. It's melting my brain. Has a slit on the side. It's a skirt. If you didn't notice that, it does have an elastic waist, which is nice. It is pure gel, 100% linen midi skirt. Amazing. Believe it or not, this is not the item with a really high sell-through rate. I thought it would be, but it's not bad. The average sale price is $20.74 with a 32% sell-through rate. I priced this at $25, and with a 30% off sale, it sold for $17.46. With shipping, they paid $23.77, and I bought it at the bins for $2 2 months ago. So my profit is $13.04.
And one of the things I've heard you say before in previous videos is that you like purchasing from the bins because it's kind of this last aspect before much of the clothing and the resources that are put there go to landfills. Is that correct?
Yeah, I've heard differing thoughts on this, but I have actually heard from Goodwill employees that they go directly to the landfill. I've heard other people comment, and even on other videos, that they go to like balers, which I'm not exactly sure what that means. But it's textile waste essentially.
Well, so I just know that what's one of the things in which I've heard you talk about with like why you.
That's one of the reasons I go to the bins. I feel like I'm giving them a second chance at life.
Clothing second chance, and
yeah.
Yep.
So this is another line of J. Jill. J. Jill is one of my favorite, what I call bread and butter brands. So I'm almost always gonna hit my, what's the word? I know. What's this? My profit goal, which is $15 per item, which didn't happen this week, but that's okay. Yeah, and it's gonna generally sell within 3, 6, 9-ish months, a reasonable time. So anyway, this is J. Jill Wherever collection, and that usually has a like this.
What does it have?
It does this. Like it's a
Swishing?
It's like sometimes a swishy. Like you can wad it up in a ball and it's not going to wrinkle. It's like a slinky kind of material that doesn't wrinkle. Anyway, this is a small petite little jersey dress, very comfortable. Did it have pockets? I think it had pockets.
That's again one of
Pockets
those
are always a plus. I actually had a whole conversation with a woman this morning about pockets in dresses. Whole conversation, it was great. So a J. Jill Wherever dress, I did a very basic search, looking at that up late last night when I was doing my labels for this. The average sale price is $19.93 with a 16% sell-through rate. This one sold, I think I did have it listed for $25, so it sold at 30% off for $17.46. With shipping, they paid $25.20. I've had this for 3 months. I bought this on a half off sale. It was like all dresses were half off. I did a haul video on that, and I honestly think this is like only the second dress that sold from that sale. I don't think it was, I don't know. My profit is $10.65. I've had it for 3 months, so we're good. I am gonna take a light roller to this real fast. So this is the next item, and this came from it's a story time. Story time with Aunt Jen and Uncle Alex, because we're too young to be grandma and grandpa. So I was at a local thrift store, one here in my town, and it benefits the mission, like the homeless shelter. And they have pretty good prices just in general, but then they have this boutique section. And sometimes I'll just go through the boutique section because sometimes they have some good stuff in there. Most of the time it's just kind of regular stuff that they price up for whatever reason. But I was looking and I found this tank top and it had a skull on it. And there's something about skulls that sells. So I was like, I'm gonna look this up. It's called Gem Reapers. And I just saw a little, there we go. Okay, so I need to re-put my nails in up there. They're all falling out. So Gem Reapers, and the sell-through rate was fantastic. So good. So the average sale price for a Gem Reapers tank top is $20.77. Sell-through rate is 90%. That means 90% of the items that were listed were sold. And so because of that, I was willing to pay $5.29 for a tank top, which is not something that I'm usually willing to do. I realize that depending on where you live in the country, that might feel actually really low. But for where I am and the thrift stores that I have around me, thankfully, my cost of goods is generally pretty low. This still took 3 months to sell, but it sold for $24.95. With shipping, they paid $30.39. I paid $5.29. That the boutique section always has a 29-cent ending to the price. So my profit on this tank top is $16.09, which is
nice.
I know, fantastic. Compared to like that Patagonia where I didn't even double my money. Right? Okay, these are the jeans that need to go in that thing. Yeah, thanks. So these are a pair of Lucky Brand jeans, and what I like about Lucky Brand is it usually gives you the exact style name. So Lucky Brand 181 has an average sale price, of $22.20. Yeah, I need to reorganize over here. It's okay. Maybe I can do a organize my space with me video. Would you like to see that? Sorry. Okay. $22.20, 30% sell-through rate. Mine sold for $17.47. I had them listed at around $25. With shipping, they paid $27.25. They did choose, so I have calculated shipping set up on eBay, and I weigh and measure all of my items before, as I'm listing them, as I'm taking pictures. And then I put all of that information into my listing, and then eBay calculates how much they think it's gonna cost. And so they did choose Ground Advantage shipping, but the Ground Advantage cost was like $8.78 or something. And for me to ship it in a, this is a flat rate legal size envelope, which we're gonna need to put some tape on, I think. Is there another one in there? I'm just about out, I think. Oh, I've got a few more. Oh, good. It was only, like, it saved me 8 cents, and it's gonna get to them faster. So, felt like a win-win. I'll take the extra 8 cents, and they can get their item a day or two before. So, let's see. I've had these for 7 months. They cost me 52 cents at my favorite thrift store. My favorite thrift store is basically like a perpetual bag sale, so sometimes my cost of goods is excessively low. And my profit on these is $13.97. Man, you did that way better than I ever could. Those things are so hard.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, this is literally the best sale of the day. I saved it for last, not really on purpose. It just happened that way. This one sold really fast. So this is a maxi dress, and it has this really fun kind of abstract-y, geometric, stripy print. It is tiered here on the bottom, kind of has a like a long ruffle, and it is a shirt dress, so it buttons all the way down the front, all the way to the bottom. That is a shirt dress, has a collar. The brand is Zara. And as I was trying to list this, I found that it is actually called the Sunny, which is kind of a meaningful word to us right now for specific reasons. Yeah. So anyway, this has a pretty good sell-through rate. So the average sale price is $25.51, and the sell-through rate is 50%, which I think is fantastic. I had this listed for $45, and that sounds excessive based on the average sale price only being $25, but I based it on what else was listed in that size, and I'm pretty sure there was nothing else listed in that size. So I had it listed for $45. With my 30% off sale, it sold for $31.47. With shipping, they paid $37.68. I bought it at the bins, crazy, for $2. It sold in less than 10 days, and my profit is $24.94. I did have one more sale, and I can't find it, so I do have a couple days that I'm still technically on vacation, and that is because we are actually taking off, just the two of us, hiking for a couple days in excessive heat. And hey, our air conditioning just kicked on, so that works out. All right, we've come to the end.
We are there.
What's your favorite movie, my friend?
Oh, that's right.
Did you forget?
I forgot that you asked me to. So concentrating on the shipping.
I appreciate you doing that.
Man,
It makes it go a lot faster when there's the two of us.
boy, that's a hard one.
I know.
I love a lot of movies.
I know. What's your favorite genre?
I would probably say like adventure,
Action?
like action adventure.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Lord of the Rings.
That's good.
So
Yeah, I can see that.
so there's a lot of things in that adventure. So
Yeah.
yeah. What's yours?
Favorite movie of all time? Do you know it?
Well, I know it's an Audrey Hepburn movie.
Oh, I was going to say that second. My favorite movie of all time is really White Christmas, but
Okay, I was going.
I have to stick with that being my favorite Christmas movie, I guess.
But it's your favorite movie.
But it's my favorite movie. But favorite non-Christmas movie is, Roman Holiday, which is
Audrey Hepburn.
She's fantastic. Okay, that's it for us.
That's it for us.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Only like the video if you liked the video. You don't have to like the video if you didn't like the video.
People are gonna like the video.
You think so?
They're gonna like the video.
All right, well, all right. I really appreciate hanging out with you, sharing my sales. I will talk to you soon.